Hi there, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. We're dental practice brokers. I was a dentist for 25 years. Now I'm doing the dental practice brokerage for 14. So, call us anytime. Today's video is dentist has trouble selling his dental practice on his own, even at a 90% discount. In other words, 10% of the asking price. So let's talk about this. Before we do so, next week, by the way, we're in 24 states. We're leaving for the Midwest next week. We're excited about that. We have 10 employees. We're spread out nationwide in 24 states. We're excited. Just opened up Louisiana, Alabama, North Carolina, and Mississippi. Missouri. Now, if you need us, you can call us anytime. We work every day except Christmas and Easter. Our number is 201-663-0935. And our contact information is nationwidedentalpracticebrokers.com or dentalpracticeguide.com. You can always reach it. Phone number 201-663-0935. Anyway, everything you're about to hear is for entertainment purposes. It's not legal advice or business advice. Also, if you're thinking about selling to one of the large DSOs, call us. We work with the best ones in the country. We have a list of 140 we work with. We know everybody. And we know who the best one for you is and not, and we could guide you accordingly. Now, when we bring in a DSO, generally, they pay our commission. So historically, there's no commission to you. So that should work out fantastic for you. Now, in addition, when we sell a dental practice to whoever it is, as a seller, if final sale price is $1 million or more, we will reimburse legal fees based on some minor criteria upon successful closing. So essentially, there'll be no legal fees for you. So give us a ring about that. All right, let's go on today's topic. We get a call from a doctor who'd been trying to sell his practice on his own. I don't know where he was advertising it. First thing they do is they go to a state journal. Well, nobody's looking at the state journal. But he couldn't sell his practice at 10% of gross. In other words, a $500,000 practice, he can't even get, $50,000 for it. So you have to determine what's going on. Why can't he sell his practice? What's going on with this? There has to be some other parameters that are involved. On top of that, he's willing to finance it. So he or she's thinking in their mind, well, I'm willing to finance it. I'm going to reduce the price down to 10% of the gross. How could somebody not buy it? Well, nobody bought it. So what is it when you try to sell it on your own? You have to have the right media to be in. Internet plus multiple media. You have to respond when somebody calls. That's what we do. We respond 24/7. In fact, we're going on sponsoring a cruise. We're leaving on January 6th. Really excited about that. And it's going to be a great cruise. Call me if you guys want to get in on that. Miami to Nassau to Private Island and back. January 6th to the 10th. Oh, we're going to have so much time. Such a great time. We have dental attorneys coming, dental bankers coming. We have dental accountants coming, dental repair guy, dental contractor. It's going to be a great mixed bag. So we are responsible. Now, when I go on that cruise, my phone is going to go to my staff. I have internet on the cruise ship. So I'll be able to get a signal. And when I went to Australia and did a cruise and seminar over there, I was taking emails twice a day, no problem. So you have to be available. That's what we are. We are available. Now, when people are calling about this doctor's practice, is he responding? How long does it take him to get back, or she get back to people? I don't know. But you would think, well, you reduce the practice down to 10% of its gross. You're willing to finance. Why isn't somebody buying? First of all, when it comes to finance, vast majority of dentists don't need outside finances. That is, they can get bank financing at 100% with no money down. That's available right now and continues to be available. So by this doctor offering finance, it doesn't really move the needle that much. So there has to be something else. I'm just getting into this now, and I don't know about all the ins and outs of this doctor. But I'm saying you can't sell a practice at 90% off. There's something going on. So it could be that he's in the wrong. I would imagine he's not marketing, or she's not marketing to the right area. It's not on the internet. They're doing it in state journals. Doesn't have all the answers, doesn't have the paperwork ready to go, can't get the buyer motivated. There's something going on, and I'm saying you need a professional in certain circumstances. That's what I believe. Because if you could sell it on your own, yet you're having trouble at 90% off and you still can't sell it, and you're trying to finance it, something's wrong. You got to investigate. That rarely happens with us, because we have the pipeline, we have all the people to speak to, we have the banks, we know the marketing, we answer the phone 24/7, even when we're cruising on the South Pacific. So there's a lot more to it than I think many of you think. I'll just sell it on my own, I got this covered, I know what I'm doing. It's not that easy, even at 90% off. So take that in consideration. Sometimes you just leave it to a professional. We put a lot of time, a lot of resources. We'll start with the tax returns, and we'll dig out everything. He may give the tax returns to a buyer, and buyer says, well, there's no profit. Well, yeah, if there's an S corp, you're not going to show much profit. You're going to take it as a salaried officer. Maybe he showed his tax returns to somebody, S corp, shows no, and the buyer wasn't savvy, and the buyer sees no income, so I can't buy this practice. That you need an explanation of what's going on. Perhaps the doctor didn't talk about his discretionary expenses, that the new buyer will not be encumbered by. I don't know what else they did. And maybe the new buyer was green and wasn't using an accountant. They just looked at the tax return, showed no income. That is, no net income, and got spooked. Could be a multitude of reasons. We'll get into it and find out why. You need a pro on your hands. You may be a pro when it comes to clinical dentistry, and I'm sure you are. I did that stuff for 25 years. And I'm sure you know exactly what you're doing when it comes to a clinical problem. But this is a different story. You're trying to go into an avenue you've never gone before, and trying to resolve an issue, and your issue is trying to sell your practice. And I think you're just doing it wrong. You have to get into it. So somebody has to analyze what the problem is. And that's what we think we could do well. We could market it better, advertise it better, and maybe we can get. I don't think you should be selling a practice at 90% discount. There's rarely a reason. Not that it hasn't happened in the past. But it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of resources got to go into selling a practice. So be aware of that. We try to do it on your own. Hit the subscribe button so you are ready to go. You hear all the new messages we have going out. YouTubes, I don't even know where we are. I think we're over 600 YouTubes. But give us a call. All right, thank you, team. Bye now.